My name is Laverne Buerta, but this evening is not yet about me, so I'm going to give you over to our incredible MC, President's team member, Mr. Ace Nim. Take it away.
Hi everybody, it's Ace here from Cape Town. Woo, a rainy and very cold Cape Town, but a warm welcome to everybody on the call tonight. And very excited to see everybody on the call. This is exciting times for South Africa. Like one of the members would say, what a time to be alive. And, you know, when we got started 25 years ago, Mr. Mark Hughes, who started the company, always said that he grew more as a person and in business through the tough times. And how appropriate is that now for South Africa right now? Because we are in lockdown, everybody is at home, and we usually do the business person to person, face to face, and you know, meeting each other. But now with the lockdown, people just went to the next level, and they started actually just applying everything they knew about social media and everything. And what's happening around South Africa is just incredible, and it's such a incredible time for you guys having a look. For those people having a look at us for the very first time, you know, what a time. And, you know, the company's been growing like you cannot believe in South Africa. People are, it's incredible what kind of stories is coming out of South Africa or Southern Africa, talking about Botswana and Namibia as well, because things are really cooking. But right around the world, things are happening. And, you know, for the last 25 years, we've been just doing the very basic stuff is by eating a product, getting a result, sharing it with people. And by that is there's also income opportunity by doing that. So what better way to do it is to go out and help people to feel more energetic, be more healthy, and then create an income stream as well. And that can be done part-time and full-time, because the very first person I'm going to introduce to you guys tonight was going to tell you a little bit of the company history, the products, is somebody who's doing it part-time. So it's a very good opportunity for actually everybody to have a look at us right now. Is better health, more energy, maybe part-time income, and then which can spill over into a full-time career. So to tell you a little bit more about the story, I just met her recently again. She's been in the business, you know, she's been signed up in the business for about 5 years now, but left and went abroad to Korea, but always been on the products. She will tell her own story. And now when she came back with the lockdown, what better thing to do is to have another look what HERBALIFE is doing now. And to tell her own story and also a little bit about the company and the products, help me welcome up International
Senior Consultant.
Supervisor, Senior Consultant, Anya Buerta. Go, Anya.
Hi, everybody. Good evening. Such a pleasure to be part of the presentation and everything. So as Ace rightfully mentioned, I've been part of the business for about 5 years. I went through to Korea. I couldn't, obviously, well, with all the laws and everything, business was a bit difficult on that side, but I ended up still using the products, getting amazing results, losing a lot of centimeters. Didn't lose weight as per se, but I did the weight and fat ratio definitely changed in my body. I lost my university body and definitely became a nice young woman. I had a nice young woman body at that after finishing career. I work for a scientific company at the moment as a sales rep for and working with microscopes and things like that. And I recently in the lockdown decided, you know what, HERBALIFE has been such a tremendous part of my life for the last 5 years. Why not start taking the business seriously? Which is exactly where I am today. And I absolutely love it. From the actual shakes to the skincare range. I always had a troublesome skin since a teenager, and always had a dry skin. And the HERBALIFE, the skin range, honestly just does amazing things for my skin. So I can't stop talking about it, and it's really amazing. Next show. Next week. So, as part of the Herbalife community and everything, the main reason why we do this is for a happier and healthier lifestyle. If you feel good from inside and you have energy and you can live a life and kind of show that to everybody, it brings people to like it. Well, people like you. It's positive, and that's what attracts people at the end of the day. And Herbalife is such a big part of that. So the purpose of the company, of our company, and the distributors is to help people to become healthier and happier through personalized nutrition. And our company is a global business. So regardless of if you are in South Africa at the moment or outside of South Africa, if you want to immigrate at a later stage, like I did, to Korea, you can take your business with you. So you're not going to start completely new. You'll always have a very, very nice backup. So honestly, the world is your oyster. Yeah. And then, so the company was started by Mark Hugh, and when he was 23 years old, his mom was extremely sick. So he started the nutritional company based on his experience. And today, his company has grown into a multinational company. It's in 95 countries at the moment, and is making a difference in so many people's lives that it's absolutely incredible. And he's got this thing, we always said that your success, Livin, you went too fast. Thank you. Your success is only limited to your own imagination and your hard work. So the more you put in, the more you're going to get out. All right, next shot. So we've got amazing products. I just quickly want to change something here so I can see the entire slide. Thanks. Okay, so we've got amazing products. The business has been growing over the last 4 decades to 95 countries. And it's got a revenue of about 7.7 billion Rand. We're on the New York Stock Exchange. This is honestly an incredible business opportunity for each and every person. For personal growth, for business growth, for personal gain, for learning and everything. So yeah, scientific leaders also, and this is something that's very important to me as a scientist, coming from a scientific background. There's an incredible scientific community that actually supports and leads the products. So there's a numerous amount of knowledge going into these products to develop it and to make sure that the products are world-class products and that it actually works for the reason, for the things that you want it to do. So these experts endorse on our high quality products as being the best in the market. And we also actually recently been nominated as one of the best products in the market. So that's actually quite amazing as a company. So on a daily basis, and this is something incredible, I think this is actually mind-blowing, on a daily basis, 5.4 million shakes are being used or consumed by consumers. And I mean, how amazing. I don't even know, I don't even know that, I mean, that amount of people. So you drink your 2 shakes or 3 shakes a day, and you part of that 5.4 million shakes a day. I mean, come on, that's just, yeah, it's incredible. So the stars of the show, we've got quite a broad range of products. So you've got from your shakes to your teas, your aloe drink, which is amazing to flavor your water and to make water actually drinkable and really nice, to your protein drink, your protein bars, which is amazing a snack to have. And then you also have your sports range, which is the Herbalife 24 range. And that is also supported by stars like Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm a huge soccer fan. So for me, being able to use the same products as the sports fans that we see on TV on a daily basis is pretty phenomenal, to know that you have the chance to actually have the same results as they have, and follow the same programs and things like that. I think that's actually pretty phenomenal that it's made part of it. So as I mentioned earlier as well, I fell in love with the skin range. I've used all of it, which is fantastic. And I always struggled with a very, very dry skin. And I've went through every single brand out there. And after I've started using the skin and really stuck to the skin range, my skin is so soft. It's literally baby soft. And I love it. I don't have any outbreaks. I don't struggle with it. And I'm somebody who's, constantly touching my face. So, I mean, it absolutely works for me wonderfully. And then we also have the shampoos and the shampoos and the conditioners and so forth. So Herbalife nutritional products are intended to solely for the purpose of supplementing a personal diet and providing nutritional support for the body and body's natural processes. Herbalife products are not intended to prevent, diagnose illness for medical conditions or medical disorders of any type whatsoever. So when you do promote these products, you promote it as a product that can supplement somebody's diet, not necessarily completely change their health circumstances. We have had phenomenal results, as you can see with these fantastic Herbalife users. Everybody has been, if you follow the right program and you use the products correctly, you can see absolute phenomenal results. As I have, my energy levels have shot through the roof after I've started using it. Being a rep, moving around a lot, it's difficult to always take lunch or take your breakfast with you, and shakes makes that absolutely possible and so much easier. So you know that you have a fully balanced meal with every single shake that you drink, which is fantastic to know. And it gives me as a scientist, somebody who really worries about what I eat, now I lost my words. But it really does help me to know that, and take the worry away. So yeah. Over to Ace.
Good. Well done. Well done. And first time doing a Zoom call. Amazing stuff. Fantastic. Yeah. So I've been on the products now for 25 years. I just turned 61, and I feel better now at 61 than I did at 37 when we got started with the company. But when we got started, I was going to run my 7th Comrades, and I was on all kinds of supplementation before I did that. And when Herbalife came along, it was easy for me to take the products. I just wanted to know how to take it. They said to me, do this, do that. And as a bonus, I lost 6 kilos as a bonus, and I bettered my best time in the Comrades that year by 42 minutes. I was blown away how I felt on these incredible products. And the only thing I wanted to do is stay on the products for the rest of my life because it worked. So as you could hear, the star of the show is the products. But if you don't believe in the products, nothing will happen. But to tell you a little bit, obviously with product results, people don't buy products from people. They buy you. So when you get results on these incredible products, you stumble into the business opportunity as well because people want what you have. So to tell you a little bit more about the income stream is somebody with incredible results. She recently just had a baby, and from baby fat to where she is right now is just mind-blowing. So she's been in the business a couple of years now. They reached the global expansion team level for the new people on the call. If you don't know what that is when you grow a team of people that go out and help people with their health and energy, and they reach that level. And to tell you a little bit how you can earn an income on these with these incredible products when you take it into the marketplace, help me welcome International Global Expansion Team member, soon to be 2.5, Amore Honeycomb.
Woo!
Thank you so much, Ace. You are always awesome. I just love that, man. Hi, guys. I'm Maria. I've got a background as a teacher. And yes, that's where HERBALIFE found me at one of our events. And I really didn't look at anything regarding the business. I really didn't have the time, or that's what I thought, to do the business. I really just wanted to use the products. My mom was on the products, I think, like 20 years ago. And I really just needed to lose that extra little riff around my middle, and got onto the products within 2 weeks, got crazy energy results, lost 17 centimeters around my belly. But it was the energy and the way I felt that really said to myself, listen, I'm going to be on the products for the rest of my life. I told my husband, listen, we need to sign up for the discount, and that's what we did. And 5 years later, both my husband and I, we do HERBALIFE full-time around our baby girl. This photo was actually taken 5 weeks postpartum at one of the extravaganzas. And Zara was actually with us at this event, the poor thing. She flew at 5 weeks. And yes, so she's been traveling the world with us, and absolutely loving what this company has brought to us. We've qualified for 2 fully paid for vacations already. So in HERBALIFE, you can really open your dream box and think a little bit bigger. In my first month of HERBALIFE, I retailed about 3,000 Rand profit, because I'll show you the different levels of income now. But now we average on anything between 35 and 45,000 a month, and we can do it from home. So the lockdown really didn't affect us. It really actually helped us to get everyone online. So really actually thankful for the lockdown. But yes, that's enough about me. I really want to share this amazing marketing plan with you all. So this is the industries of the world. Check the amount of money people spend in these industries. Energy drinks, $9.8 billion US. Skincare, weight loss, $104 billion, and the wellness industry. Now, HERBALIFE is genius. They created products that fit into all of these industries, and it's very good quality products that we all use and can sell. So the amazing thing about this company is we can operate in over the 90 countries that it's open in. So we actually have members in Dublin, we've got members in America, we've got members in, where's the other place? Ireland, I think. And we actually got an email this morning, said congratulations, a few US dollars was just credited to your account. So you can actually earn in other countries as well, from other countries in other currencies, which is amazing. So you really don't have to think small and think only South Africa or only my town. You can go global. The next slide is where you will see the different ways of earning an income in HERBALIFE. Number one, as soon as you sign up, you've got a discount on the products. So you get your products cheaper, bonus, but you can also go sell those products at the retail price. So you will make a 25% profit on every single product you sell. Number two is when you introduce the HERBALIFE opportunity, or just someone that wants to just sign up for the discount, you sign them up in your team and you start earning a wholesale profit. But remember, the people that you sign into your team, you want to help them, you want to coach them, you want to give them the best HERBALIFE experience possible. Because the better they do, the bigger your check grows. So that's the amazing thing I love about HERBALIFE. It's like this domino effect of people helping people helping people. Number 3 is you start developing a team of coaches. People with the same like mind as you that really wants to go change the world and make everyone healthier and happier. When they start to move to the supervisor level, I'll show you just now, you start earning royalties from them. And the amazing thing about the royalties is you can build that up, and when you're no longer there one day, all your royalties, your check goes to your next of kin, the person you want your Herbalife income to go to. That's why we're really working hard. So my baby girl has an amazing future ahead of her. Number 4, you start earning monthly production bonuses. So on the level where you reach Get Team, that's where we are now, Global Expansion Team, you start earning 2 checks. Not just the 15th of the month you get paid on the 20th as well, on the same volume. So it's bonus after bonus. And then number 5, I think my favorite part of this company is you get, you start qualifying. It's not something you win, it's something you work for. So you work for the international trips, the vacations, and the promotional gifts. It's absolutely crazy. So on the next slide, you'll see, as soon as you start as a member, you are on 25%. So Ace Nim, our amazing MC of tonight, he's president's team level, but he also started with the bag on 25%. I'm Global Expansion Team. I also started on a bag with 25%. Someone who's a supervisor, we all start at the same place. So the products are the same for everyone. The marketing plan is the same. It's what you are going to do about this business. So step 1 is your 25%. You do a certain amount of volume. Your coach will show and explain that to you in 1 month, and you move up to 35% discount. That's a permanent discount. You don't drop down again the next month. 42%, and then supervisor level, which is 50%. We are quickly going to watch a small little video after this slide. I hope the sound plays tonight. Let's go. No sound tonight. This is an absolutely amazing video that your coach can also share to you. Then you can watch it in the comfort of your own home as well, just to know exactly how this company works. It is absolutely amazing. The volume points, the discount levels, and how you grow up. So just chat to your sponsor. That's also a very nice video to send to your prospects. Okay, guys? So get that video and really start sharing that. Now the Herbalife difference. When you start with Herbalife, it's a once-off, very low cost, a startup cost. Okay, so you start off with your member pack at $550. Laverne, you can go to the next slide. That we have all the little blocks. There we go. So a very low startup cost. We've got excellent training and support systems. So tonight is a little small training. We've got leadership weekends where you get training, support, you get training on products, training on fitness, training on ways to adapt and grow your business. In Herbalife, you never have an employee. You never work for someone, you work for yourself. What you want to put in is what you want to put in. But I sometimes go to my uplines, the people that sign me up, and I tell them, listen, keep me accountable. I want to reach this next goal. You have to start pushing me. I need to get my mindset ready. So you have that opportunity as well, but you have no one under you that you're going to boss around or anything like that, which is awesome. In Herbalife, you can do it part-time or full-time. We started part-time for 3 years. We built up a good income, and then we went full-time. You can do it anywhere. You've got a flexible location. Wherever you've got data on your phone or on Wi-Fi, you can do your business. You have a very high income potential. And on the next slide, I'm going to show you guys the amazing incomes you can have in Herbalife. So you start off as your member. As a new member, you start selling the products. My one new member that went 35% last month made over 2,000 Rand. So everyone differs. So you start off, you start selling the products, you can make a good income. When you move up to supervisor level, the average supervisor earn around 7,500 Rand a month. It can be more, can be less, depends on how hard you work. World team level, I actually earned on the dot 12,000 Rand a month when I was world team. global expansion team, anything between 30 and 80,000. Millionaire team, just check that check, guys. And listen, this is per month. Per month, what do you do with the amount of money that the press team people earn? Sure, I'll buy a house every single month. But I'm just joking. But still, you have the opportunity to really, really grow a solid income with Herbalife. It's not just about the money. Herbalife, the money is amazing. It can do a lot of things. But the lifestyle rewards is the thing that really is the one thing that keeps me in Herbalife. Especially now with my baby. I think of all the moms that has to go back to work. What do you do with your child now, especially in COVID? I have the opportunity to stay with her every single day. I can see every single milestone. And that's the time freedom that I have. Time is something that you can't put over in money. Number two, you earn what you are worth in Herbalife. When I was a teacher, I felt I put in a lot, but my check at the end of the month was the same every single month. But with Herbalife, if I do better, my check does better. If I help more people, my check becomes better. So you've got a high income potential, international travel, as I mentioned. We've got huge events and celebrations. The special guest or the MC will tell you a little bit more about the big event we have this weekend. You build lifelong friendships. There's people that I met in Herbalife that is going to be my friends for the rest of my life, which I'm really thankful for. And it gives you the chance to give back. So Herbalife has a Herbalife Nutrition Foundation where we give back to children, to families, and it's really a very giving company, which you don't find a lot. So on the next slide, the one thing that you all been waiting for is, except for the amazing special guest coming up, is how do I get started with your member pack? That's the first thing that you get. So you will get this from the person that invited you to the call tonight. Immediately go message them, I want that, and get started quickly. So Herbalife doesn't take too long to deliver your product, so you can start getting results on your products. So it's only $550, including your delivery. You get your shake in there, you get your shaker, your scoop, product brochure. Man, you've got a business in a bag. You are set for success. Now I am handing over for these amazing business testimonials back to our MC. Thank you so much, guys.
Hey, thank you, Amore. So yeah, guys, this is where we all start with that business pack, and you know, anything is possible. And what I like about this business where we are right now is there's so many people who reach their goals in you know, health-wise, and then also build up some incredible incomes. It's actually a little bit mind-blowing if you hear what some of these people are earning right now. You know, we've been in business 25 years, and we've seen people they come from, you know, very average backgrounds, and then they took this opportunity and they just went out and they just kill it out there. It's just phenomenal what's happening at this moment in time. We just heard on the president's team call this afternoon, I think there's something like 17 people in, we call it cuts of president's team. That's when the group of people will do $200,000 worth of business. And we've got 17 of them in their first cut of that level. It's just phenomenal. And I tell you what, the excitement is never been this big. And, you know, in a period with lockdown, it's just incredible. So, you know, we've been doing this business just actually very basic, but you get to meet people and hear some incredible stories. So what I want to do now is bring up some people who had some, a couple of these stories of people. We've got so many, but for tonight, we only got 3 stories that will just show you what is the possibilities if you start going with this business. So over Laverne, let me start with the first one. Cecilo.
Hi, thanks, Ace. Hello, everybody. Good evening. My name is Sicelo Fagute. I would like to take the opportunity this evening to tell you a little bit about my short Herbalife journey. It has really been short. So I joined Herbalife. About a month ago. The reason for joining really was I wanted to just find a balanced nutrition, for a nutrition supplement of the sort. I've been training for about over 3 years, but I've never really taken the time to focus on my nutrition. And I thought Herbalife is the best option for me. And since I've joined, I had amazing results. My energy level increased dramatically, and which is very phenomenal. And I think I'm falling in love with the products day by day. So in 2 weeks after I joined Herbalife, I managed to qualify to move from 25% discount, and I qualified for a 35% discount. Isn't that amazing? That I managed to do that in 2 weeks, and I made a retail profit of 2,000 rands, which I will have not gotten that from anyone, right? I'm sure you'll agree with me. That's an amazing. In 2 weeks, I managed to make an extra amount of 2,000 rands. I'm really excited about the future and my next goal, and all the benefits that comes with each and every goal you reach in Herbalife. So that's my little story. Thank you so much for listening.
Awesome, Sicelo. That's very, very inspiring. Senior consultant in 2 weeks. Well done. Right, so my name is Laverne Botha. I am a Will Team member. As you can see, I'm a mom of 2 beautiful, very busy boys, very busy and noisy boys. My product story really started after I had my second son. The picture you can see here on the top in the middle was actually at my oldest son's birthday. And I used to look in the mirror and try to convince myself that I was still happy with what I was seeing. I was trying to imagine or see 3 sizes smaller, when in actual fact, this picture made me realize, no, girl, you need to do something. So I went on to lose 13 kilograms. I went down from size 36 to a size 28. I feel absolutely amazing. I now have all the confidence in the world. I don't have to be shy like I used to be on the picture in the middle. I used to be allergic to exercise, which was actually because I was really lazy and lacked the energy to do exercise. I've taken up running now and did my first 7Ks the other day. So I'm forever grateful for these amazing products. Business-wise, obviously great results lead to a great business opportunity. When people see you look different, feel different, started running, what the heck's going on with you? They want to do the same. So I've got the privilege to do this business from home, around my kiddies, and to never miss a moment in their lives. And more than the money is, if they're having a bad day, to be able to sit for an extra 10, 20, 30 minutes, however long it takes to calm them down before you do need to take them to school. That's when we were still at school. Yeah, but like Anne-Marie said, to never miss a moment. And the other thing is that marketing, the marketing plan with the different levels, the incomes are really, really very true, because I'm at World Team and currently I am making between 15 and 17,000 Rand per month. My team is growing incredibly and I'm so excited about the future. Thank you so much for listening to my story and enjoy the rest of the presentation.
Hi everybody, my name is Denise Loucher. Sorry guys, hi, my name is Denise Loucher. I'm the global expansion team level. I was always fit and active, so when I got health challenges, I had absolutely no energy and I couldn't exercise and I was devastated and I picked up some weight. So I started on the products, I lost the weight, but got so much energy that everyone wanted to know what I was doing, and so I found myself in business. I love helping people and working with my team. The team consists mainly of stunning young people, and they keep me on my toes, so I really enjoy that. I also love the fact that even though I'm 67 years old, I don't have a boss that can tell me I'm too old to work and I need to be retrenched, because that happened to quite a few of my friends. I love the fact that I'm in charge of my own time And I can take as much time as I want to visit my grandkids in the United States and my daughter who lives in Australia. I also love it then when they come and visit me, then I can take as much time as I need to spend quality time with them. And nobody's going to tell me that I don't have any leave left and I can't do that. I've also qualified already for 3 fully paid for vacations. They are really awesome. I love what I do, and I average between 30 and 35,000 Rand a month. Thank you, Ace.
Hi, Mal.
How's those stories? This is incredible stuff. And this is a couple of the people getting great stories. But listen, tonight we've got incredible couple who's going to be our special guest tonight. And, I actually know his uncle many years ago. I met his uncle in Johannesburg when I was up there. But to tell their own story, I cannot bring them up. I need to get somebody else to bring them up who's got more authority than me to bring them up. So help me welcome up to bring our special guest up, International Presidency member Elsa Nim.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much, Ace, for introducing me. I am very, very excited to have you guys look at our opportunity tonight. And yeah, so super excited about what's happening in South Africa at the moment. We've been in the business for 25 years and just really loving our life and what the HERBALIFE opportunity has allowed us to do. 25 years ago when we joined the business, the boys were small, my daughter was 3 years old, I was running my own hair salon, and was really struggling to with the fact that I didn't have enough time for my kids, and really got excited when I lost 8 kilos in the first 8 weeks, reshaped completely, and I just really wanted to make a little bit of extra money. And we started the business very, very part-time, made 4,000 Rand my first month with just sharing my results. And, at the beginning of the next year, we made a decision. This is the vehicle. We really want to build a financial future for ourselves and our children. And from there, really have been very fortunate to work from home, travel the world, and have an amazing, amazing lifestyle. So tonight, it's not really about us. We have a very special couple that is spending some time with us tonight to share their great story. And I've watched them, as a very, how can I say, almost feel like my kids. We have worked together in Cape Town for so many years and have, become friends. And I think that is one of the greatest things in the business, is that you really get to know each other, you care for each other, and although you're not in the same team, you really feel like close friends because we all have the same purpose with the business, to touch other people's lives. And it's just so great for me to see their businesses moving. They're changing double cuts, as we call it in the business, and just so super excited for their future. And so please, please, please help me to welcome our special guest tonight, who is spending some time with us, and we're very grateful for that. So over to Leon and Lindsay Haynes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Elsa.
Wow. We are really honored to be called to be your special guest tonight. It was like, what? Us? You really want us to be your special guest? We've been, like Elsa said, 12 years in the business. In fact, Elsa, it was you that got Leon, I think, when I dragged him along to the first meeting. I'll tell you a little bit of our story, but I went along to a meeting really just to support my brother, because I wanted to see what he was so excited about. And, I was being a good supportive sister, I thought. And when I got there, I saw all these amazing stories, and it just got me in the heart. And I thought, okay, I think I better use these products, because I had some of those stories thinking in my head, I could probably use a bit of a muffin around the waist. So I got onto the products, and I dropped 2 pen sizes. I'm a beauty therapist. I have my own beauty salon, so I really wasn't planning on doing the business. But you know, when you get excited about your products and you get excited about a product result, I literally couldn't keep my mouth shut. I was telling all my clients about it. I was like, let's have a launch party. I'm not going to give all the profits to my brother. I'm taking this money. And I got registered. And at that time, Leon was living in George. He was my boyfriend at the time. And he thought I'd gone mad. I was super, super excited, but he wasn't so interested in the products. You can tell everybody what you did.
Hi guys, Leon. I was working as a branch manager for a company in George, and to be honest, I wasn't really enjoying my job. I went for the opportunity because it was a high-paying salary. Whoa, someone's kicked the bucket. Well, okay, Yvonne. But, so, you know, like Ace always calls it the golden handcuffs. You know, I had the company vehicle, the medical aid, the pension fund, and all those things. But I wasn't happy. I was working long hours. I often used to skip breakfast, so I'd be super tired during the day. And Lindsay forced me onto the products. Thank you, my love. But I was skeptical. You know, I didn't think these products were going to work for me. I'm a keen sportsman. I didn't really know what Herbalife was, but I kind of thought it was weight loss products. I've always been fairly slim. So I wasn't really interested in the products, but she explained to me it's good nutrition, and I knew my nutrition was lacking a bit. So I got into the products, and you know, in a short space of time, I could feel a difference in my energy during the day. I was more alert. For me, the biggest thing was my recovery after exercise was phenomenal. So I kind of have a similar story to Ace there. Ace, the products got us in terms of our sport.
So he then ended up getting retrenched and came back to Cape Town without a job. And I said to him, well, you know, he started looking through the newspapers at getting another job in his industry. And I said, no, come and have a look what I'm doing. You can do this in the meantime. And it was you, Elsa, in the jacket when he came to the meeting that he thought, wow, look at this prim and beautiful woman looking so
with
successful.
This high collar.
He always talks about the high collar
wow.
jacket you wore, Elsa. Anyway, I made, I don't know if I mentioned, but in my first month, I made 11,000 Rand in the business. That blew my mind. I was like, that was just so exciting. You know, I decided after a very short space of time in the business to go to an international extravaganza. You can actually go to our first slide here, Laverne. My very first extravaganza was in Barcelona. I remember walking into that room. There were 17,000 people, and I literally couldn't stop the tears flowing down my face. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It was just so exciting. I came back like a crazy person. He unfortunately didn't join me because he'd like just signed the papers, and he'd just been retrenched, so he was still back here. But after that, it was just we were both in it. We got married. And we had 30 Herbalife people at our wedding. It was a Herbalife party mostly.
Party of nuts.
And yeah, it's just amazing what this journey offers. As you can see, I like to play tennis. That's my thing. And here I was playing tennis pregnant. You know, been using these products since day one. And here we were traveling. I took him back to Barcelona because I thought he needed to see the big picture as well. And I was pregnant there. And over here, Leon can.
Yeah. You know, we're not. We've got obviously different organizations in Herbalife, but you know, this picture is so special for me because none of the gentlemen in those picture. You know, I'm not in any of their organizations, but they are some of my best mentors. Some of them are, well, all of them are amazing friends to me. You know, you see Ace, our MC, in the picture there. And, you know, it's just great to have all these people all kind of working together for the same purpose.
Yeah. Over here is some of our vacation. Oh, you can go to the next slide, Laverne. Here's really special. We've been on, there at the bottom was our honeymoon. That was in Zanzibar. That was our first ever vacation. That was amazing. Yeah, we made that our honeymoon. Then we went to Greece without the kids first on our first fully paid vacation to Greece. And then we took the kids the following year with us. That was just incredible. This place in Greece was just so special. You can see even our kids were excited. Even though they were so little, it's time to go on another one, I think. You
gotta
go
go
to the
again.
next slide. The vacations are amazing, guys. But you know, this really was special to me. Our daughter even decided in Occupations Week that she's going to show what Herbalife is all about. So, you know, the most special thing is that you can be around your kids all day, and especially now in lockdown, they're around us all day. But yeah, that our daughter even did a poster on the occupation she would want to do is Herbalife. You want to talk about that picture?
Yeah. You know, I just want to say it's quite amazing how the kids obviously are getting into this whole healthy lifestyle thing. And you know, when they go to school, they're telling everyone about how healthy you need to be, and you need to eat the right food, and you need to exercise. And it was funny one day, you know, one of the teachers came to us and said, they were talking about Halloween, and my daughter went to the teacher and said, "Ma'am, we don't do Halloween, we do Herbalife." So it was quite funny to hear this. But you know, that bottom picture for me, we always, you know, we wear the brand. We are Herbalife. That picture there, I started 2 years ago. I went through a bit of a rough patch personally. And fortunately, I was introduced to the sport called Ultimate Frisbee. And I started playing there, and I really had an amazing time, met some amazing people. But you can see in the picture there, I'm the one wearing the black T-shirt with the Herbalife 24 T-shirt. And right next to me in the white is our upline and my friend Sean Przeski. So it was so cool to, you know, have this whole bunch of Herbalife guys jumping in there and playing together. But, you know, we always wear the brand. Wherever we go, we live Herbalife. It's changed our lives. It's changed our family's life. So we're always grateful to Herbalife. Thanks, Laverne.
Next
slide.
Next slide.
Thank you.
So, you know, we've been sowing a lot of seeds over the last couple of years. So this business really is about sharing this opportunity and sharing the love. You bring a lot of people into the business, you sow a lot of seeds, and then you get this incredible, someone reminded me the other day, the incredible power of one. So we never give up. You keep sowing, you keep bringing people into the business. 6 years ago, we brought in this incredible girl, Dr. Awalani. She is absolutely on fire at the moment, and we are super, super grateful. But she's an example of what's possible. She's an example of what anybody can achieve. You know, I always used to pray that we get somebody more fired up and more excited and more influential in the business. And right now, she's doing amazing things. But you know, everybody that you bring in is you learn more skills, you get better, you grow. So at the moment, even you can bring in people that teach you things. It's just truly, truly incredible. It's just a loving business.
So if I can just say quickly, guys, that first picture on your left, that was actually Awalani, if I remember correctly, she was already a supervisor then. And that was the first time that Lindsay, well, that we had actually met Awe at a big Herbalife event in Johannesburg. Yeah. They were both crying snot and trane over there. It was so amazing to actually meet this girl. But you know, this is just an example of some of the leaders in our team. Yeah. The picture on your right hand side, you know, we always believe in giving into our team, and it's not just about the team, it's about what you give to other people. On that picture, Awalani was studying as a medical doctor, and I went backstage. I was very fortunate to introduce myself to Dr. David Heber, and I asked him to sign that flag for me. And when I handed it back over to her, she was in tears. You know, so it's the small things that we don't always realize what we do for other people, the impact that a little thing can have in someone's life. You know, it's just one of those special moments.
Yeah. Next one.
Thanks, Laverne.
Thanks, Laverne. And yeah, this is our last slide, I think. You know, it's all about our kids and our family, and this is why really you got to have a reason that you want to do this business. And the fact that we've been able to be around the kids since day one, and raise them and take them to school. There's a picture of Leon fetching. He had gone to fetch Dean from school on the bicycle. you know, that we just are able to be there every day. He was even coaching the rugby team and the cricket team. We're very involved in the kids' lives, and that's why we do this business, so that we can actually be parents and actually be present, like Amori said earlier. And lastly, I just want to share how absolutely excited we are about what's happened in the last 3 months. And the reason being, guys, is the company is absolutely on fire at the moment. We are just part of this huge growth that's happening in South Africa at the moment. You know, everybody needs, there's so many people out there that need this opportunity, that need the extra income. There's so many people that need our nutrition right now more than ever. So Herbalife is sitting in the perfect position here right now for a newbie to sign on and have the success really fast, that what we've been building over the last few years, people are reaching it in such a short space of time. You know, we're old bees, but what's happened so suddenly in our business is just phenomenal. So we've been averaging between 30 and 40,000 Rand a month. That's been our average, which has been great. In March, our income, I'm going to, disclaimer, this, you know, is what's happened to us as a result of massive growth in the team. Our income was 35,000 Rand in March. In April. In April it was 34,000 Rand. In May it was 66,000 Rand. And we saw our check yesterday, guys. It's been on the dream board. It's been on the vision board. We cannot believe it. But our check on the 15th of this month is going to be 101,000 Rand. We are just absolutely, like, we can't believe it. We cannot believe what's happening. And
we're super grateful, guys.
But what has been so exciting is in the team, people's checks going up from 2,000 to 6,000, from 300 Rand to 3,000 Rand. And these people are in tears. That is really seeing success in the team, seeing people's lives changing, seeing what is possible, and seeing people's growth is really, really, really the most. We were more excited about that last night than our own check. Really, it is just what warms our hearts, and we wish for you to feel the success, but to feel the impact that you can have on people's lives. And here is a picture of us. You want to talk about that one, and then I'm done. I'm finished.
I just want to say that was super nice. I can recommend it, guys. Snogging your wife under the Eiffel Tower, the best thing ever. You know, but this is one of the things that the company has afforded us. We qualified for this great leadership event in France, in Lyon, and we were able to spend a couple of days in Paris. We stayed with our upline, Shauna Vory-Brzeski. That was super amazing. We went right to the top of the Eiffel Tower, and, you know, we're super grateful for what Herbalife has given us. For us, the ability, like Lindsay says, to be around our kids, to spend time with them, that is just, you know, that's irreplaceable. You know.
And listen, they say, would it take so long? Mark Hughes always said, would it be so bad if it took you 14 years to get to the president's team? Well, let me tell you, a beauty therapist and a board manager, we were never going to make 100,000 Rand in what we were doing. So this opportunity can give you the opportunity to get a check like this. It's been so worth the whole journey. Yeah.
Thanks, Levin. Next slide. Guys, so sorry, Levin, before you go. Guys, I just want to leave you with this thought. Look at all these images. They all say the same thing. I kind of think the message is clear. You know, all we need to do is take one decision and the rest of your life can change. So guys, thank you so much for having us as your special guests. We really wish you loads of success, loads of blessings, lots of love. At the next meeting we live, please come and say hi. We'd love to give you a hug and a kiss. Thank you. We hand you back to the MC.
Well done, Leon and Lindsay. Listen, I cannot wait to see you guys sitting in around the round tables in front there with the diamonds. Come on, guys. Put in the hook now, ne?
It's coming,
guys,
sir.
So we're coming to the end. Just a couple of things happening in the near future. If you see an opportunity for yourself, on Saturday we're going to have this incredible gentleman sitting there. He's 30K. That means it's President's team 3 times. 3 times President's team. And I just got he's been in the business 8 years only. He's from Cleveland, Ohio, in the United States of America. And his message is the momentum worldwide in Herbalife has never been like this before. And this is during lockdown. It was a difficult time for a lot of businesses, but for Herbalife, it was just an incredible opportunity to really share this business with everybody. So he's going to be our special guest on Saturday. But get back to the person that invited you on the call to get the exact times and dates and when to log in, because this is one thing about Herbalife. You will become the biggest, the highest paid storyteller in the world. If you can tell enough stories, you'll make a lot of money. So there's another story coming up, 8 years in the business, youngsters coming in, using social media, Snapchat, your chat, Facebook, all that good. So you don't want to miss this. Next one, Willibern. And now, guys, for the people sitting here looking at us for tonight, you have to go back to your sponsor or your mentor and say, you're going to be either a B, or a C. As you can see, A, you just want to get the products as a customer, look good and feel good. B, you want to get started as a preferred customer. That's when you sign up in the business, you get the products at a 25% discount. Or C, you want to become an active distributor and do what we do. Go out into the marketplace, help a lot of people with their health and wealth, and change your life for yourself. Purchase obviously your products from 25 and you can go up to the 50%. And then part-time income, work around, do the Herbalife business around your normal job you're doing, or you can then later on you can go more full-time into the business. Next one. And obviously, as you can see there, you can build up a huge consumer base and then also do more business. Guys, now these guys, they used to be in Cape Town, and unbelievable what is happening with them right now. They moved up to a small town. Well, I don't know how small it is, but they went up to Kuruman, and they just had to, it was job related stuff. They had to go up there, and they felt so bad leaving Cape Town because of, they're going to miss everybody and the team and the spirit and everything. They went up to Kuruman and they just made it happen. And now with lockdown, they are now going to the next levels. They're also now First Cut Millionaire team, which their little group does $80,000 worth of business. They're going to be our special guest. You don't want to miss these stories, because this will help you with your business in the future. Next one, you don't want to miss this. This is incredible. So, South Africa has been going for 25 years and Herbalife worldwide is 40 years. And this is one thing that is very good for us, because we can be at home, order your products online, and get be delivered at your doorstep. Next one. And obviously some of our depots are now opened up again, where you can place your order and pick up, like in Cape Town, Bloemfontein, all the places where we've got depots. So, the business is not completely 100% going, but we can do all these kind of things now. And then obviously everything that we do leads up to this day or this weekend, where we're going to be the whole of Southern Africa. And obviously some international people will come in, because everybody is looking at South Africa and Southern Africa with these big eyes and say, what are you guys doing down there? So they want to come and see and feel the excitement, what is happening. And we're going to be, we don't know yet if it's going to be a live, one, or we're going to be virtual live. So we're going to be live, but either here or there. So write this down, because you want to get as many people onto the products, and then all as preferred customer or active members. So guys, thank you very much for joining us tonight. Lindsay and Leon, unbelievable. Anya Bota, who did the company history and the products, and then also Amarie Honeycomb for helping us with the income stream. Guys, I wish you good luck, and